Hello, this is Skeletor Man. Do you give a crap about me? Well, let me tell you something, bro. I give a crap about you. You're going to watch Thirsty Thursday. Thursday. What am I talking about? Thirsty Thursday, you he-boob. I tell you what, you're going to be watching a brand new show. It's called Thinking Thursday. Be a part of it, or I, Skeletor, shall trap you in my dungeon forever. Hey, bro. Yo, you're talking too much, man. You're talking too much. Shut up.
Hey, yo, bro.
What?
Bro.
You don't talk to me like that, you peasant. Oh. Hey, you need to calm down, man. Just simmer down, all right? And be ready for the show. Hey, by the way, guys, my show made its go tonight of $350. I just want to let you know that. Hey, do you guys mind? This is my show. Now let's begin. Hey, Sajid. Hey, bro.
Hey, Arbor.
Time to begin the show. Hello, everybody. This is Hebro77, and welcome to Thinking Thursday. I'm sitting here with Sagittariusly Speaking, and tonight we are going to have one hell of a broadcast as we are going to talk about some of the experiences we had tonight, and I'm going to be talking about Quantum Leap. Saggy, take it away, brother.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Bro.
Yeah.
You're that was quite the intro, bro. We were on that other show for so long. It's now like, instead of Thinking Thursday, I think it's technically like Freaknik Friday or something. I don't know.
Well, I got to tell you something, man. It may be Freaknik Friday. Wait, Freaknik.
Freaky Dinky Friday. That's what we'll call it.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I think we took over the show a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I was just a little bit. I was really hoping that you could have got there. You know, if Quantum Leap wasn't on, you could have came in at the same time, because then we could have really took over. We could have just started playing, Mandela family videos and everything,
Oh yeah. Well, I had to watch Quantum Leap because it was the one where Sam leaped into a Ku Klux Klan guy, and
oh shoot,
yeah, that was.
They took on some serious material there.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
you don't even want to say that on YouTube. You're already you just got banned already.
I know, right? Yeah, it's terrible shit. You know what? I tell you what. What?
And you threw in a cuss word for good measure. You're off to a running start.
I can't help it, man. You know, once you've been on Scare Performance, you start talking like this. You get confidence.
Right. Yeah. Well, I last night when I saw that he posted that he was doing a fundraiser, I saw that as an opportunity for us to. I know you were skeptical, but I maintained the glimmer of hope, and look, it happened.
Yeah, but then he let any Joe Schmo on there, like Michael Fontaine, and Lotar, and I was like,
Yeah, I know it did kind of take away all the glitters isn't gold mentality thing. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But we stood out among our peers. We brought good stuff to the table. We made the show a better place. So
a better place for a better face.
Not taking away anything from Lotar or Michael Fontaine. They held their own respectably. It's hard to keep up with a couple of dynamic guys like us.
You know what though? I will say this. I will say this, and I will say this.
All right. Let's. Who does that sound like?
Wait, no. He says, "What is it you said?"
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. When you guys asked Michael Fontaine what he had to bring to the table, he came brooming in there with that taco truck. I thought he was going to say, "I got tacos for all you guys." I was fairly disappointed.
I was hoping for at least like a chalupa or something. Heck yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Do they sell those on taco trucks? I mean, I know the one guy at the one taco truck, he folds something up real nice in a newspaper for me, but that's a whole different story.
Oh, that probably wasn't tacos.
No, it don't even rhyme with taco.
Yeah. It was probably El Dopa.
El Dopo. Yeah. From Guadalopo.
Oh man, you know what cracked me up?
Tok Pocho.
What cracked me up? What my funniest part of the show was when Fizzy confused me with you. Like she's like, why do you keep calling on me?
Yeah, well, that was, and at the same time, she was mad that I was doing it. I mean, I was trying to be polite and keep her involved, and yet I got a lot of transgression from her.
I know. Yeah. It really sounded like she was legitimately pissed to be called up.
So I told her I wasn't doing it no more. She had on her business mean mug tonight. She sure did.
Yeah, she you know what the problem was?
What's that?
She wasn't focused on the show. She was focused on what do they call that? English bakes.
British Bake Off.
Oh, British Bake Off. Yeah, she had that on her mind. That's what it was.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. It just seems like maybe it was with all the other guests. She just felt like, she could, a nice, easy night. I can just settle into the background, let Dan have his guy friends over tonight, and
yeah.
So, I see how it could have maybe went down like that. I don't know.
But you were thinking more of long lines like Dan had all his poker buddies on and he was making her make all the sandwiches. And you thought, you know what? Fuck that. We want equality on this show. We'll have Fizzy, instead of making the sandwiches, she'll come in and actually play a few rounds of poker with us,
Yeah. Put your thermometer down and come over here and tell me if I got a straight or a flush. Come on now, help me out.
Help me out, man. Yeah, exactly. I didn't get off a whole lot of good one-liners. I knew that was going to happen, though.
Well, they're hard to squeeze in when you got Dan and Lotar. They're both chatterboxes. I mean, I tried to chime in as wittingly, and my stuff was just flying over his head. He wasn't getting it at all. Like when I said one of the Spice Girls was scary.
Yeah.
It totally went past him. He didn't get. Yeah, it did. It was
right over there, man. I started laughing, and he thought I was laughing because he thought he made an ugly woman, which,
right?
He doesn't he makes us,
He made Scary Spice even scarier. Yeah, I agree.
I will admit that. Yeah. But where the heck is he anyway? He said he would be on here.
Well, let me call him real quick.
Yeah, call him on his private line. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll get right on that. And if you don't answer, I'll call his other private line.
Yeah. You're in with the man now, man. You know him personally. Like, you
Yeah.
you guys hang out after hours and play poker with the dogs,
We're like this, and no, I'm not holding my two fingers together. I got my arms stretched wide apart.
No, but I tell you what, man. In all honesty, though, we're
Yeah.
joking around, we're having fun here right now. But in all honesty, I think you held yourself pretty well. I think you did pretty good, man.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I have to admit, when I was backstage right before he called on me, I was a little bit nervous. When I first came on, I was a little jittery, but I regained my composure and put myself together and made it through. It would have been a lot easier if I'd have had you. I'm not used to broadcasting and not having you. Like, you're like my crutch, you might say. I feel more comfortable knowing you're there for some reason. I know it's weird, and I ain't trying to get all mushy and sappy on everybody, but it's just awkward for me when it's just me and not you. I mean, I know eventually I'm going to have to, put on my big boy pants and do live streams with other people from time to time, maybe even on my own someday in the distant future, but right now I just like doing it with my buddy Hebro. I like coming on here and doing live streams with you. I always feel a little out of my element if you're not there with me. That's all I'm trying to say.
And wasn't it weird seeing Dan for the first time? Like seeing him, like we seen glimpses of him, like here and there, but we've never seen him full on be. He was almost on half that show.
Oh yeah, he did come out of his shell a little bit. It would be nice to see a clearer, non-orange image of him someday.
Yeah, it looked like he was in some kind of weird jigsaw basement or something, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought like maybe I was going to have to cut my leg off to get out of the show or something. I really wasn't sure what was going on.
Yeah, but he did have that. I said he looked like Gene Simmons a little bit.
Okay.
But a little bit younger Gene Simmons is what I should.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't think of anybody that he looks like. I struggled with that because everybody was naming things, and he doesn't look like anybody that I can think of that it would be notable like that. Everybody would, oh yeah, he looks like that. I couldn't think of nobody.
I just keep thinking that if I'm ever in Texas, I'm walking down the street and I go into I don't know if they have Kroger or whatever the heck they have over there, but it seems like they have Save-A-Lot or a Cost-U-Lot or whatever. I don't know. I'd walk in there and I'd see him in there shopping, licking the grocery carts, and I'd be like, "Hey, I recognize that guy. Isn't that Dan from that show, that famous YouTube show?"
Oh yeah, well, if he's standing there looking at the avocados, it's got to be him. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. A long time ago, I used to have dreams that we were all sitting around the room talking and shit, but we were all floating heads, like we were all these avatars. It was weird.
Sounds like an episode of the Mandela Family, if I remember correctly.
Oh, well, yeah, that might be where I came up with the idea.
I'm curious. I mean, we went on right afterward. I mean, we had like maybe a little less than a half hour before from he went off there to we came on. How many people have found us over here in Hebrowville?
In Hebrowville, it's our usual 3 people.
Oh wow! How exciting! And what 3 are those? Let me guess. I'm going to say Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine. And the next one is kind of tough. Let's say Go-Kart Bob.
Go-Kart Bob screeching in.
See, it's good. I'm 2 for 3. Now I got to nail the 3rd one for the landing. All right, let's see here. I'm not peeking either. I'm really just guessing. Lotar.
Nope.
Dang. Give me a hint, but don't make it obvious.
Okay. How do I do this without making it obvious? Well, damn, I don't know.
What's it rhyme with?
It rhymes with Schmeddy Bon Ming.
That's a tough one. Let's see. I'm sure I can think of it. Schmitty von Reen. Um, Eddie Von King. That's it.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Hey, pretty good, man.
Yeah.
You're a good guesser, I gotta say.
Well, that was a tough clue, man. I struggled with it.
Yeah. Oh man.
What I struggled with was trying to figure out what besides Eddie Von King rhymes with Eddie Von King.
Yeah.
I can't even think of anybody else's name that I could possibly mistake instead of his. So I just went ahead.
Saying, schmegaterically speaking.
Yeah, or I could have just went with something totally off the wall and been like Mandela Mile.
Right.
I don't know. But, well, it's good to see you guys, though, for real. Thanks for coming over and showing your support. I hope you are, as you can tell, we're quite enthusiastic about the whole thing. So, and we do have some interesting stuff to talk about.
No, we don't.
Don't get it twisted.
No, we don't. Don't be lying to our audience.
Oh, I think we do.
We don't have anything interesting to talk about ever.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
That's right.
I've been gone for a while. It's been a while since besides just being on Dance Show, I think it's been at least a week since I've live streamed. I was getting the live stream jitters. The what do you call it? I felt like I needed my fix. I needed my live stream fix.
You missed your birthday. Yeah.
Well, circumstances beyond my control, but I do appreciate everybody's birthday thoughts and wishes, and I'm very grateful for all that. And, it's one of those things that you always wonder, like, would I be missed? Would anyone even notice if I wasn't there? Do I even make a difference in this big world of infinite things? And you know what? I really feel like maybe I do. And that's because of you guys. So thank you very much.
Well, you sounded like a Facebook post there for a second.
Well, yeah.
Some of those girls, they post. So I just wondering. So, like, if I just disappeared, would anybody even miss me? You know how those go.
Oh, yeah.
But no. I know you're being sincere, and we really do appreciate you, man, and we really did miss you, man.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you. I felt the love. I really did. And you know what? It was good to go and show some love to Dan tonight and help him reach his goal. And yeah, I don't know. It was just a real good, positive vibe. I feel really good about it. I'm glad all the Mandana kittens are going. Mandanimal kittens are going to be okay now.
Here's things like he hits everyone up on Christmas time. Like, oh, thanks a lot, Dan. Well, here's $12. I guess my kid's not getting that brand new those clothes that she needed, or that brand new Barbie toy.
Tiny Tim's not going to get turkey on his plate now. Thanks to you, Dad.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to eat beans and rice again on Christmas.
Yeah, but no. But no, seriously.
But at least your yard stream's all paid up. That's the main
thing.
Yeah.
I don't even have my StreamYard paid off, and I'm donating $12 over here like a goofball.
No, it's all good. I'm sure people only donate the money if they really have it to share.
Yeah. I tell you what, man. That that good old guy that shares the same name that you do.
The Sagittarius Arms Society. I'm going to have to
Yeah.
look into that. Jose Martinez, if I'm not mistaken, was his name.
Was it Jose Martinez?
I'm not sure about the last name, but I know the first name was Jose because you said yes way, Jose. Remember?
Oh, yes, sir. Uh-huh. I made a good joke there. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Though.
For sure.
I got a question for everybody watching out there, by the way. Did you guys watch the show?
Who, me?
Did you guys donate?
Oh, you talking to our audience?
Yeah. I know I think Eddie Von Keen did. I'm not sure. I think everybody at least gave a couple dollars, right? At the very least.
You know, I honestly wasn't keeping track of who donated what. I was just happy to. I wasn't focused like on the details of all that.
Oh, yeah. Well, you were in there chatting away. You were in there. You were like a part of the show, man.
Yeah, Michael Fontaine says I did a Sean Connery. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. There, Michael Fontaine. And see what else is Go Kart Bob. Don't remember what you say or what you do, but they remember you, how you make them feel. That's true. There's some truth to that. I agree. People don't remember. Oh, okay. People don't remember what you say or what you do, but okay, now I got it. Spell checker effed up my statement. Yeah. Dang, spell checker.
You know what's weird about spell checker is they'll say words, like they'll take your words that you're typing out, and even if it's just a little bit off, like they'll put words in there that don't make any sense whatsoever. And a lot of times I notice on my phone when I do it, especially, they're not even real words. Like they'll put words on there and you're just like, you send it thinking that you can trust spell check to do its thing, you know? And
well, here's the thing.
Here's
the thing.
Yeah.
My spell check, when I learned this a long time ago. You remember Blackberries?
Blackberries.
Yeah, like they were a phone with a keyboard on.
Oh, yeah, the Blackberry. That was a big thing back in the day.
Yeah, I had one of them. It was like a weird color purple too, like maroonish purple. But anyway, plum, I think was the color it was called. But
yeah, plum Blackberry. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. And so like it would like it had spell check or whatever. And what it would do is if you spelled the word wrong, it didn't offer the correct spelling always. It would just show you your word in bold. Like even though you spelled it wrong, it would be in bold. I think it still will do this to you even today. And if you click that bold, you're confirming it to add it as a new word. So now your incorrect spelling of the word auditorium is an option for every time you start to type the word auditorium. So now you always will spell auditorium wrong because your spell check is corrupt because you corrupted it.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so that makes sense as to why every time I say I'm, it says N. It changes it to N.
Yeah, because one time you said that's what you meant to say. Yeah. So it thinks that's your autocorrect, that you have to do it that way. Exactly. That's exactly right.
Oh, man. Well, that makes me so mad. I almost want to take my phone and drop it into a big old mop bucket full of water or something, you know?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that.
It is.
Because that's why I wasn't at my birthday bash. But I think I already told that on the other channel. But for those, if you missed it the first time and you're tuning in,
I was watching Quantum Leap.
Okay, yeah.
I was watching
Uh,
Quantum Leap. So go ahead.
is how do you are you spell checking it wrong?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, basically, long story short, I got my phone wet right the night before the show, or yeah, I think it was the night before, and I was waiting for it to dry out, but the microphone. I ended up having to replace my whole new phone the following day. I had to go order a new phone, and long story short, it just really sucked. I, c- I couldn't believe that they put a note on my door telling me that my you know
Your
house has been
yeah.
sewer water had came into my house basically.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it didn't stink though like sewer water. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't or that there wasn't trace amounts, but when you imagine sewer water, you think of this green gobbly goo, and the water that was on my floor was clear and not stinky. But once it all dried up and the residue was there, yeah, it was it looked kind of gross. Like, and
Uh,
then the funny thing is, I mopped it once and it looked okay, but then like it came back again. Like
mhm.
it's like it's hard to explain. But and I've since now mopped it the third time, and I think I finally got it all up. Like except for I need to do my bedroom again, and like my main pathway where I walk. It seems like I'm collecting. I don't know. It seems like that always gets the worst of it,
Mm.
because I'm treading in and out of the garage, in and out of the house, and I'm bringing more in with me. You see what I mean?
Well, you had that storm not too long ago, like just before you left.
Well, yeah, that's what caused it, the
Yeah.
flooding, because we had the flooding the night before I left. That's exactly right. That's why the sewer and the water actually did come right up to the brink of my door and just barely came into my house.
Mm. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I had about a half an inch to a 3/4 inch of water right there where my in the center of my where my kitchen is. My house is like on a slab, like it's a concrete slate slab, and then it's got some type of like acrylic, like an acrylic cover, like something like that sparkly, glittery, shiny layer, like an acrylic layer on top. So it's pretty much indestructible. Like what as far as water damage is concerned, you know what I mean?
Well, I know what you mean.
All right.
I really do. And you know what? It reminds me of this one time. Um, you know what I need to get?
Um, 7 more action figures.
Well, besides that, that'd be kind of cool. Then I can make another show.
Yeah.
Um, but no, what I need to get is a boom handle, like a boom. What do they call it? It lowers down, attach your microphone to it.
Here comes the boom. Yeah.
I need to get one of those. I saw Dan's fancy little boom mic, and I was like, "Damn, dude, that's what I need. A boom
Yeah.
arm." Yeah.
Or just hire somebody to come hold the microphone for you the whole time.
Nah, it doesn't look as cool. It doesn't look as cool.
Uh, she was wearing a, never mind. But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
well, if I wasn't married, I probably would. That'd be cool.
it'd be strictly professional. You
Oh,
can't.
yeah. You can't mix me and professional in the same sentence. It just
That's
doesn't
true.
work.
That's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's like saying lottery and winnings at the same time. Yeah, it just never happens. It's something to
When
dream about.
speaking of professional, when Dan was trying to do his closing, I kept interrupting him
Oh man, how
because I
so?
I kept wanting to. How so? I kept wanting to get my Skeletor talking in there, and he just kept talking.
Yeah, they weren't feeling the Skeletor laugh, were they?
I know, man. I thought I was doing good.
Yeah, no, he was like, man, we made it so far, and then at the very end, he has to ruin it with that dang Skeletor laugh.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said, isn't it? Man, I can certainly see why he never asked us to be on the show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? I actually think we did such a good job that we will get a return invite. Not anytime real soon, but eventually. I think we'll be
I
asked
don't.
back on again. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe you,
Uh-huh.
but me. I'm too collective. Like I get on there and I have to get my 5 cents in there.
Ah, no. We're best when we're together. I mean, yeah, I'm funny on my own, and yeah, you're pretty good on your own too. But when we form Voltron, when we form, then we're really a force to be reckoned
We
with.
form Heatron, Hebrotron.
He terrically
Yeah,
screeching or something.
there you go. Heterically speaking, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That'd be like that's the name of our team from now on.
Yeah. Oh well, we have to put armor on there though too.
Oh,
Heterically
shoot.
speaking up. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about armor for some reason.
Well, he's not here. It's easy to forget, but he's he's with us in spirit.
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him you said that. He's very forgettable.
Hey, I'm the one who remembered him.
I know, but I gotta hit it on somebody. It might as well be you.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough, he says. All right. No, but I would love to have. I didn't realize I needed one until I saw Dan with one. I'm like, well, that just looks cool.
Right. And you know what? Being gone for just a little while, and now being back and having this moment, like you feel the excitement in the air, like just in our voices and our thing. Sometimes just a little bit of absence makes the heart grow fonder. I'm curious, even though we don't have a huge chat room right now, aren't you guys excited that Hebrew and I are doing a live stream together, even though it's been a while, maybe a little over a week? Aren't you glad to hear us doing our thing once again, coming on the air, living on the air in Cincinnati? Wait, no, that was a different time, but you know what I'm trying to say. There's something magical about it. You can't.
I just heard a dog. That's weird. It's funny, right? When you said that, I heard.
I kind of heard it too, but I thought it was.
Yeah.
Never mind. I looked over to my left, but there was nothing there.
Oh, to your left. You hear that, folks? It's a secret, little message there.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the left, I have a little video clip here I want to play.
Here we go.
Yes, here we do go.
All right, let's. What do you got for us there, sir?
Something that's gonna bring down our broadcast.
Well,
but
okay,
I feel like it should be shared.
Well, I mean, that was real non-specific.
It was, wasn't it? This comes to us brought to you by the Next News Network. This is Gary Frenchie talking about something that they've been talking about for a little over a week now. You and I discussed it the other night, I believe.
Oh, Gary Frenchie, he's my favorite.
Is he?
Yeah, not really, but I do like. I love how he tries to be funny. Like his humor just falls face flat on the floor with me. But at the same time, I appreciate the fact, he owns this channel. Okay, he also does radio broadcasts on some of the internet radio stations I listen to. He comes on every so often.
He does.
He's built this what's it called again? The Next News Network. He's built this from the ground up. He's a self-made man. And I got to give him that credit. I mean, if you go back and you look at some of his stuff from 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago, he wasn't wearing the fancy suit with that bright yellow tie. He didn't have all the fancy schmancy things hanging in the background like a real news station does. Yeah. He's built this from the ground up. So I got to give him credit for that. He has made something of himself, and that deserves some. I have to at least recognize him for that. I give him his props.
I gotta tell you, this dude puts out a lot of truth out there, and
yes, he does. And even though he's a little over the top from time to time, I gotta give him credit. He does, for the most part, he's a voice that needs to be heard. Yes.
And you and I talked about this before, about this whole martial law business. And when you first brought up martial law, I was like, wait a minute, what do you mean martial law? Like
what do you mean? What do I mean, martial law?
Like that. And when I first heard it, I thought, what does that mean? Like the military is going to come to my house and make me stop eating my Thanksgiving Day turkey, But
or
no,
are they going to steal the cranberry sauce and not let me have any? No, it's nothing like that at all. Yeah. It's actually every man for himself is martial law, so to speak. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so here's the deal. The FBI and the CIA and all those three-letter
alphabet agencies.
Alphabet agencies, as they call it. That's right, yeah. This is new to me. I never referred to them as alphabet agencies before, but that's what they are called. And so they seem to be all turning on the president. And I don't know, man.
Well, the CIA, they sent Trump a letter. It said, "See, I ain't kidding." Never mind. All right, yeah, let's go ahead.
But I want to share this little clip with you guys, and I probably won't show the whole thing. Oh hell no! It's only 5:39, so we'll do that.
Yeah, let's skip the part where he tries to tell us to invest in whatever product.
Yeah, he tries to sell. It's either
coins.
It's either coins or security lights.
Yeah.
Or some kind of EMF thing.
Oh yeah, that thing too. EMP protection. Yeah.
And when he does his introduction, I notice when he does the introduction, he's wearing a different tie, and then when he gets to the actual news, he's wearing a different colored tie.
Well, yeah, he probably uses the introduction. Well, I don't know. Yeah, he might have, like you do, like different intros that he just runs with,
Yeah, true. Well, here we go, folks.
All right.
Sidney Powell now admitting just how useless the FBI and DOJ really are. And then Lynn Wood steps in and drops the hammer. Before I get
into that's the kind of stuff right there that I always crack up about. It drops the hammer.
Right.
Yeah.
From Jim Hoft of the Gateway Pundit, he reports that the attorney Sidney Powell went out with Lou Dobbs this week to discuss the 2020 election fraud investigations. Sidney Powell has filed Kraken cases in Georgia and Michigan so far. The popular attorney is also talking about filing charges in Virginia after the obvious corruption and fraud during the election. Now, she spoke with the...
she reminds me of like Mother Hen. Like she stands up tall. She has that voice. Like you and I talked about this the other night. She has that voice where every time she gets up to talk there, it sounds like she's just on the verge of crying.
Yeah, she does. She sounds like she's about to have a mental breakdown any second. Like she's mentally distraught, or like she's got. Never mind. I'm not going to say that on here. Probably should.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Here we go.
The equally upset Lou Dobbs about the struggles this president is now facing after the stolen election was called by the liberal media.
I got to fill my drink.
Line came at the end of the interview. Watch.
This is something much bigger, and this president has to take, I believe, drastic action.
Drastic action.
The integrity of this election is understood, or lack of it. The crimes that have been committed against him and the American people. And if the Justice Department doesn't want to do it, if the FBI cannot do it.
Cannot do it? Why can't they do it?
We've got to rise above this because the nation itself, this is an assault on the core of a democracy, any democracy. Our ability.
How many times do you hear that on the news nowadays? This is a threat to our democracy.
That's exactly right, Lou. It affects the bedrock of our democratic republic.
There she
is.
Can't
be allowed to say,
yeah.
Frankly, I'm about to think the entire FBI and the entire Department of Justice need to be out. Clorox and fire hoses.
I like how he pauses there for a second, like, that was completely insane what you just said, but also completely right. Clorox and fire hoses. Yeah, I agree.
So I think right now that you would get.
I think someone is behind her, bending her arm up behind her back, and that's why she talks like that.
Yeah,
yeah, I totally want Trump to win. I'm rooting for him.
Yeah.
All right.
Certainly for me, she said it affects the bedrock of our democratic republic. Can't be allowed to stand. And she says, I think the entire FBI and DOJ need to be hosed with Clorox and fire hoses. Now let's take a look.
She said they're a bunch of hoes. That's what she said.
Happened on Twitter with Lynn Wood posting this. Good morning. Our country is headed for civil war. A war created by third-party bad actors for their benefit, not for we the people. Communist China is leading the nefarious efforts to take away our freedom. Real Donald Trump should declare martial law.
Wow.
Lynn Wood.
You know, here's the thing, man.
Now, not only did she put out that We the People press release, she tweeted that, but there was a couple other senators that tweeted put that tweet out as well, like Republicans or whatever. There is a what do you think, Amanda? Do you think they're saying that that's the only way we can avoid civil war is by Trump declaring martial law? But I honestly think that if Trump was to declare martial law, that would just lead us to civil war for sure. I mean, I don't know.
I think that's a bit drastic. I think we need to let. Here's the thing, man.
Here's the thing
that really bugs me is like every single case that they have gone to, they've gotten shut down by whatever judge was in charge of that county or that state or whatever. The judges are throwing these cases out the window just like a kid throwing a candy wrapper back into the candy dish.
Well, or I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, they're kind of those shortfalls were, from what I understand, were to be expected. They didn't expect to win in the state courts, but they had to go through the process to get to the Supreme Court, and that's where the rubber meets the road, so to speak. That's where the proof is in the pudding, or you insert slogan here.
Yeah, you're using too many synonyms.
Yeah, yeah.
Like synonym. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah, well, it's better than that cheap pancake syrup you get from Lotar's house. That's all I got.
Hey, I thought I cracked off a pretty good joke there.
That was pretty good. That's why I rehashed it.
Yeah. It's always good to rehash good stuff. But hey, listen, dude, that's the thing that bothers me is like these judges, it's like they don't get it. It's like they're being paid by someone. I'm not necessarily saying the Democrats, but like even if it's Bill Gates or his regime or whatever, it seems like they're getting money. You know, they're getting money. They're getting money from somewhere. You know?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Go-Kart Bob had a comment. I'm sorry, Eddie Von King, or Eddie Schliestack McKean said martial law is more to set curfews and to use military to police. Yeah. And I agree with that, Eddie, to some degree. But like here, we already have a curfew, and we already have the police pretty much strictly enforcing it. I mean, if you look like if you're out running around in the streets this time of night when the police see you, you're going to be detained at the very least and asked, what do you mean you're out here in the middle of the night?
Right.
And But I think that when they're talking martial law, I just hope that because there's a lot of militant groups out there that are online ready, posting right now, real time, that they're ready to waiting on Trump to say the word. They're ready to go to work. What they're actually going to do and who they're going to protect, or what their point they would actually serve, I don't know, because it's not like there's a clean divided line where all Republicans are and all Democrats are, all leftists are. I mean, yeah, you have conglomerate groups, neighborhoods, and societies, but even mixed into those, where it's predominantly like you'll see Trump signs, there's an occasional Biden sign here and there. So where's that line? What do what I mean, I guess you would still say the major cities that are well known for in California, and things like that, Portland, Seattle, the ones that have already kind of made it obvious that they are the cities where this conflict will erupt. But if it goes to a higher, newer level, where do you feel, who are you fighting? There's no clear definitive enemy. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's not like it's not like there's two guys fighting, like one guy like is the good guy and the other guy's the bad guy, and there's a clear line drawn there where who you're fighting. It's I don't know.
Yeah. It is. It's kind of a weird thing. I don't honestly think it's going to come to that personally, but I do think that it is it's possible. I don't think it's probable outcome, but I think it's a possible outcome. And I think that it's all most of it is the fact that we had such a corrupt election, and one side totally realizes it and sees how corrupt the election was, and the other side, since their candidate won, just wants to play the game of nothing to see here, move along. Everything's perfectly fine. Yeah. This is the most secure election we've ever had.
Yeah. That's the thing about it.
When you come out and say it like that, it makes it sound precarious to me. That's all I have to say about it.
Well, let's listen to some more Gary Frenchie's words of wisdom here.
Well, yeah, okay, let's do that.
Okay, this is a major statement coming from Lin Wood. Now, he was tweeting this press release from the We the People convention. We can go over to that website and take another look. We the People convention calls for Trump to declare limited martial law. This is the press release. They call for president to
limited
martial law.
Yeah.
Full page Washington Times ad. If legislators, courts, and Congress do not follow the Constitution, this is pretty remarkable statement being published on the 1st of December. We the People convention calls for President Trump to invoke limited martial law. Now, this came from Tom Zawadzki, president of the Tea Party affiliated We the People convention, executive director of the Portage County Tea Party. And they published a full-page ad in the Washington Times newspaper demanding that President Trump invoke limited martial law in order to allow the U.S. military to oversee a new free and fair federal election if legislators, courts, and Congress do not follow the Constitution.
There you go.
Let me see. So that was an ad posted in, what did he say, the Washington Post?
Yeah.
Okay. So that right there in itself tells me that it was somebody created it, generated it, paid for it to be in the newspaper. It's not really like breaking news, but the news took it and ran with it. And even Gary Frenchie reporting on it, because it is noteworthy that it occurred. But it doesn't mean the president is taking the advice. It doesn't mean the president is really sitting there contemplating, invoking martial law. But the fact that it's just been spoken into our reality, that in itself, it says a lot. Because when you got Gary Frenchie isn't the only person I've heard covering this specific topic, and I'm glad that we're talking about it because I think it's one of those things where you really do have to kind of you're falling into that slippery slope of borderline fear porn when you get onto these kind of topics because it's a scary thought. But the truth of the matter is, I don't think we're quite there yet. But I don't know how it's really all going to end because there is going to have to be some form of resolution. We can't just pretend like this never happened, and we can't just be okay with it. If people are buying and selling our electoral process, our country's
Oh,
screwed,
there's
totally
a,
screwed.
there's another thing that I came across. I don't know if I want to show it or not, but I'll talk about it. Is that people were receiving? There was people standing outside the polls, telling people if they come in and vote, they would get $25 gift certificates for each person that come in and vote. And they were even doing drawings and raffle tickets. They were if you were the I don't know, the 100th voter or something like that, like you won a prize or something. So
You're
they
the
were,
100th shopper. You
yeah,
win
yeah.
a shopping frenzy at Target. Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this has been reported, and even CNN, of all people, believe it or not, CNN actually came out and admitted that there could be voter irregulation.
Yes, and they've even, from what I understand, they've even changed their wording from there was no, um, there was no, what was it again? There was no election fraud. There wasn't no fraudulent fraudulent election things or whatever, and then now they changed it to well, there was no widespread corruption. The, come on. Remember when they were saying that they're mostly peaceful protesting, and then there's like a building on fire behind them? I mean,
Yeah, yeah, mostly peaceful protesting. Yeah.
yeah, mostly peace. And you see it like Molotov cocktails flying over his head. They're mostly peaceful protesting here down in Portland, Oregon tonight. Okay. Thanks for the accurate news coverage there, CNN.
And if you don't mind, I'd also like to share John Schneider's take on this. Now, John Schneider, for those of you that don't know,
He's just a good old boy. He doesn't mean you no harm.
he was it Bo? Bo
Yeah,
Luke?
he was Bo
Bo
Luke.
Duke.
Bo Duke. Yeah, Bo Duke.
He played Bo Duke on the Dukes of Hazzard, and for what I've seen of his stuff so far, he is true to the very nature of the character that he played on that TV show.
You mean he resembles his actual TV character in real life?
Yeah.
Huh, go figure. That kind of makes sense though, because what else has he really ever been known for besides that role? He might have been in a few made-for-TV movies or sitcom appearances, but I don't think that he ever really established himself in any other major role that I'm aware of. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Hey, folks, Schneider here.
I got this one. Let me play this one. I think is a better one. It's called "By the People."
Folks, Schneider here.
This is one of the ones that impressed me the most. One of them, anyway. He does this a lot, by the way. He does that.
Oh, really? He's one of those guys, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Abstract. Hey, Abstract. Good to see you there. And good old yes, Smallville. He was in Smallville. He was Paul Kent, I do believe. So yeah, let's just play a clip from his. I might even play the whole damn thing. I don't know. I might. You never know with me.
How long is it?
Oh man, it's too long. No, we'll just play a little bit of it.
Okay.
We had a great night last night. We did our concert and our looking for a trash can. Our concert and showed Stand on It, Let's Stand on It. Look, new T-shirts in, new T-shirts.
He is doing
The
some
shirts.
self-promotion. Of
Hey,
course.
nothing wrong with that. That's what America's all about.
Right there. And this is so great. Right there.
Okay, so
3 screens last night. Stand on It was on 3 screens last night. We had a wonderful crowd. We did our concert down in front of this screen right here. And
See, he
it
does
was
that a lot.
spectacular. It's a little chilly, but it was.
He probably has smoked his whole life. When we get that age, we'll do it too.
I
Thank
guess
you
so.
for that. Listen, I want to suggest to you that it is not only wrong, but it is unconstitutional for governors to limit or to attempt to limit, to mandate a limit of how many people you can have in your home for Thanksgiving. Okay, we're learning more and more about the virus every day. And as people get it and are fine, and as people, the numbers are really not adding up. Okay, that's my belief. If you're concerned about it, then by all means be concerned about it and do what you wish to do to protect yourself and your family and your household from the virus. That is absolutely your decision. It's up to you. It's got nothing to do with what I think. It's got nothing to do with what anyone thinks, because this is a free country. Now, some of you who've been on my page for a while, you remember that last March, I was saying we were going to do the Bose Extravaganza, come hell or high water. We're going to do it because we have. Some of you got after me because I did, in fact, postpone it. What happened to hell or high water? Mandate. But because
it's kind of ironic. You pause it for a second.
To be open.
Yo,
It's kind of ironic that it was called Hell or High Water, and he was going to do it come hell or high water.
yeah.
and then hell and high water came, and he postponed it. You might want to rethink the name of that show next time there, buddy. Just saying. But I agree with what he just said, though, a minute ago. And it's what you and I have been saying since the rip on this whole virus stuff is, if you want to wear the mask and you want to socially distance and you want to stay home and whatever it is you feel like is necessary for you to do for you, I have no problem with that. I actually think that that's the way it should be. But if you want to have your family over for Thanksgiving and everybody that shows up is comfortable with being there, then that should be 100% A-okay and acceptable too, because it is a free country at the end of the day. And police shouldn't be, governors shouldn't be, mayors shouldn't be, nobody should be telling people if they can get together for a holiday. That's it. No more to say about that. And it's literally come to that, where you can only have how many people where you live? I think in Ohio it was 15 was the limit. What, do they have a limit at your house, at your state?
I'm not sure if it's 15 or 20. I think it's close to that. Maybe 20.
Yeah. I know, right? And does that count toddlers and dogs and cats? And
oh well, that I will.
yeah, I know, right?
I know.
And what if your neighbor from across the street brings some pie? Oh, you can't come in. We're at 14 and a half already. I'm sorry, but you're just going to have to stand on the porch.
Get
Thanks
out of
for
here.
the pie. Yeah.
Thanks for the pie. Slam. It's 20 degrees out here. Come on. Well, I'm sorry. That's the rules.
All right. Let's go ahead and
I don't want to get a ticket. All right.
Hurry up and come in before the police see you. One or the other, yeah. Coming around through the back door. They won't even know you're here.
All right.
Openly violating our president. And I said that too. I made sure everybody knew that. I did not want to appear to be one of those who were defying the president. At that point in April of 2020, there was not a lot known. Now there is a whole lot known. There's a lot known. So I choose to do our festivals. I choose to shake hands. I choose to wash my hands, but I've always washed my hands and I've always coughed into my arm. Unlike a certain former vice president coughs into his hands and then shakes your hand. I've always thought that when I go to do car shows, I've always thought that that was a sign of a child who was raised improperly. But that's just me. The point here is we have the right to have people over for Thanksgiving.
Who might that be? Who might be that former vice president, by the way? I'm just curious. I don't know. What's he getting? I don't know.
We always have. We always will. We certainly always should, which brings us to Christmas or the holidays, whichever you prefer to call it. I call it Christmas. I celebrate Christmas, the birth of Jesus. That's my right. I have no issue, nor do I have the right to have any issue with any of your beliefs, nor conversely do you have the right to have any issue with mine. But what this is really about, isn't this great? Have you been to a drive-in? You should go support your local drive-in if you have one. If you don't, then find one somewhere. It's a totally unique experience. I realize it's a little cold right now, but it's not the greatest weather for a drive-in unless you bundle up. But remember,
he was so sidetracked. I mean, he was telling us that, have you been to the drive-in?
Yeah.
You should go support your local drive-in.
Yeah. There's like an ad right in the middle of his speech.
in your car.
But that's like us sometimes. Oh, there's a squirrel. What? Where? You know?
Oh yeah. Or we're in the middle of like a the super thing that I'm trying to get across, and all of a sudden, oh, that's so funny! Go-Kart Bob just had the funniest comment.
Yeah.
I'm like, really, dude? Really?
Yeah. That is the way we do, you know.
Yeah. But it comes with the territory. And you know what? I want to read a couple comments here real quick while we got to. Abstract has been quite talkative. He's saying here something about America is an ongoing correction institute, correcting itself as we go. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Mystery Fried ADHD talking about what we were just saying. And yeah, we are a little bit ADHD. And something about Abstract saying he likes the 74 AMC Javelin. Is that a car? I'm not 100% sure about that one. And then Carla Red Pill says, Hebrew Saji, we're getting ready to turn on a sleep video and saw you were live. Just wanted to stop in and give you guys a thumbs up and say hello.
Sweet.
And I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Well, thank you, Carla Red Pill, if you're still here. Much appreciated. And thank you for the thumbs up. Come back tomorrow and check out the rest of the broadcast. All right. Go ahead, Hebrew.
All right. Let's continue with this here John Schneider vision.
Our movies are wonderful in a drive-in. But I'm squirreling. We must not. Oh, so back then I said that we should not.
Did he just say I'm squirreling?
Yeah.
That's funny. And we were like, hey, it's a squirrel. And he said, I'm squirreling. That's what we call it from now on when we do that. We're going to call it squirreling.
That's what a Southerner, a person from the South, like will say when a person's kind of nuts a little bit, kind of nutty, you know.
Uh-huh.
We'll say, man, that guy's a little squirrely, you know.
Well, yeah. That's true. And I get that. But I mean, like when we have like the ADHD moment when we totally sidetrack, we're going to call that squirreling from now on.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. All right.
idea.
Yeah. I think that's how he meant it in that reference when he said it, because he realized he was doing it himself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, true.
All right, go ahead.
States to remove our right of peaceful assembly, because if we backed off on that, then they would start removing other rights. And what has happened? They're closing bars, they're closing restaurants, they're closing salons. They are destroying, day by day by day, mandate by mandate by mandate, the not just businesses, not just salons, but one by one, mandate by mandate, order by order, they are destroying the American dream. They are destroying our right to peacefully assemble. And by the way, not mostly peacefully assemble or mostly peacefully protest. That's a lot of crap. That was rioting. They're taking that away from us.
See, we were just talking about that.
I know. I feel like he's on the same. It's like he's here with us, man. It's like special guest tonight, Rob Schneider. You know, all we need him to say is, "Hey, Hebrew, hey, Sanjay, how's it going today?" And it's like
I know,
he's
right?
here. Yeah.
And I'm suggesting that it is getting easier for them to remove our rights because we rolled over initially the beginning of this year, or March, April of this year. So I want you to be very, very cautious in your state when someone determines that you are not essential. We're all essential. We're essential to our communities. We're essential to our neighborhoods, our families, and certainly we're essential to ourselves. We dream. We have the right to dream, and we have the right to pursue that dream, whatever it is, with every fiber of our being. And we can allow no one, no mandate, no governor, no one to stand in the way of that dream. Now, am I saying you should go out and be reckless? Of course not. Of course not. Your rights end when they infringe upon mine. But I do have the right to walk around this country as I please. If I am sick, do I have the right to go out and infect people? Absolutely not. I should stay home. In my normal life, in your normal life, we should wash our hands.
You know, pause it for a second again here, bro. You know, that was the politically correct thing to say there. If I'm sick, should I go out and infect people? Well, of course,
Right.
The answer right now on any media outlet is going to be no. You would get chastised for saying anything different. But how many times people in their life, they only get so many sick days at work. They got a cold or the sniffles or a bad cough or whatever, a slight fever. They might wake up and puke in the morning or whatever. You know, you get what I'm, and they still get up and they go to work that day. And then the rest of the office ends up getting sick or whatever. I mean, you technically do have the right to get I mean, you do, you have the right, but that doesn't mean that it is right or that you should. But sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And I don't mean it in the sense of COVID or whatever, but you know what I'm trying to say.
The thing is, notice how he's choosing his words very carefully.
Yeah,
and he's doing that on purpose, not to
offend.
Well, no, not that necessarily, but to get past YouTube's sort of crazy rules and stuff.
Yeah. Those things that we totally disregard. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
They're fact checkers and stuff.
Oh yeah. By the way, there's a professional troll in our chat room now. By the way.
Oh really? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Well, you're just gonna have to go. Oh, you can't look from here, can you?
Well, I can lower the screen.
So let's see. The last thing he says was, "Oh, he's actually being pretty nice guy." Well, and here I am talking about.
A professional troll.
It wasn't that funny.
It was though. It totally was.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to ignore him because it's going to throw me off a track here.
Yeah, that's true. We don't want that. And plus, we're almost through this dang long ass video.
Yeah, we are.
Which I am enjoying far more than I originally thought I would, by the way.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, this dude makes a lot of sense in what he says, and he talks about it in a way that's neutral. Like he's not just all one sided, is what I'm trying.
You don't have to pitch me on it anymore. I'm already but
okay. Here we go.
When we cough, we should do everything.
I like coughing to people's faces
to protect and
just
respect our fellow man. But under no circumstances should those actions be mandated by government. We live in a country where this is government by the people and for the people. It's starting to look like people by the government and for the government. We must not allow that to continue. Don't close your church. Preach to an empty building. Give your congregation the right to decide whether or not they're coming. Don't close your nail salon. A lot of people didn't. A lot of people got in trouble, but they made a wonderful statement when they got in trouble, when they got fined or when they got arrested. There's something that a wonderful movie mogul used to say, which basically you'll have to figure it out for yourself. But in the long run, they can't eat you. The only way this country is going to stay free is if you and I keep it that way. Do not give up your freedom under the guise of temporarily doing the right thing for your fellow man. I believe in doing the right thing for your fellow man. Absolutely. With every fiber of my being, because that's the way I was raised. But I don't believe that my actions can or should or will be mandated by not only just an outside power, but someone who really, really works for me and for you, not the other way around. Government, by the people, for the people, not the other way around, not in the United States of America. I'm John Schneider. Thanks for being part of this. Remember, support your local drive-in if you have one.
There it is again.
Yeah, and don't forget to get your cat spayed and neutered. All right. Now, interesting little video there, sir. I pretty much do agree with it. I think he's giving us the Kool-Aid version of what he would really say if we were standing there talking to him. But you got to do what you got to do to stay within the realms of YouTube, I guess.
Yeah,
okay. All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Notice how careful he chooses his words, and he paused for just a little bit to sort of like, okay, how can I put this without getting YouTube's feathers in a ruffle? You know what I'm saying? So he does it just right. It's the right balance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Preliminal just showed up. He was asking who that was, and yeah, it was John Schneider from the Dukes of Hazzard fame. Apparently, he has his own YouTube channel. Is that correct, Ebro?
He has his own YouTube channel, and I got to tell you, the guy gives out nuggets of brilliant wisdom here and there. And I do want to show one more video from him, by the way.
All right. Okay.
It's not going to be as long as that one, I promise.
Oh man, I was hoping it'd be longer.
Longer, you say. Longer, he says. Let's see.
I'm calling your bluff. I mean, wait, don't call my bluff is what I'm trying to say.
Hey, folks, Snyder here.
But I can't remember which one I was watching, but he was talking about when the whole thing broke about the fraud and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, and look, it says, dude sounds like a good patriot. Says Scarab Performance and Go Kart Bob. Health department can make advisory, but not demands. I agree. With both of those statements, but people really are getting arrested for not closing down their restaurant. There's one guy, he purposely opened and was giving away free food and drinks because he was 1 block away from like a yellow zone, and he was in a orange zone or whatever. But the restaurants, a block and a half away were open, but they told him he had to close his. And he didn't see how that made any sense. Like there's a line, between these 10, addresses from my restaurant to that restaurant where the COVID doesn't cross. I mean, come on, like come on, man, I have to open my restaurant. And they showed up, put him in handcuffs, and took him away. And that is. What is the Fourth Amendment? Where you peacefully assemble? Is that the one? I'm not super well versed on that stuff, but I'm pretty sure that's the right one. And we do have the right to peacefully assemble, and it's in our Constitution. So you can't just take it away. But so it'll be interesting to see how all these cases play out in court. But then we're also seeing how. They're playing out in court for the election, so I guess we'll wait and see how it plays out at the Supreme Court. But yeah, it's not good when people are getting arrested for just opening their business.
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing. I want to talk to Dan real quick. I call him Daniel. Daniel, I like to say, dude, thanks for having us on your program. And you notice how I was playing it all cool, like I'm not gonna come on there, I'm watching Quantum Leap, fuck that guy. Yeah, all
right.
I was playing it cool. I was trying to play it cool, and
but
then,
the whole time you were really like, man, I really want to go, I really want to be, I really should go on there. Yeah, I know. I was excited about it when we sent us the link. You and I told you, I emailed him and blah blah blah, and you were like, oh, you know how many times we tried to be on that. I'm like, well, I think this might be different. And he might go for it, and there we were. We were on the big channel on the Scarab Performance, hanging out with the big guys.
Here's the thing: we're never going to get invited back on because you know why?
Why is that?
Because you pissed off Fizzy.
Oh yeah, I sure did. I kept saying, so Fizzy, well, what do you think? Trying to be a nice guy. I think
you were making her work. Don't make her work, man.
I know he had his poker buddies over. She thought she could just lay back and kind of relax and have an easy night. And I kept asking her what she thought about things. I learned my lesson. I won't do that again. If I'm ever invited back, I'll leave Fizzy alone.
Yeah, you remember that.
All right.
No, in all seriousness, did I just make up a word? Serious.
You always do.
I know, right? It's part of the show. Hey, don't you get tired over there. You're not allowed. It's only like 3. Is it 3?
Me? I'm not tired. You're going to want to wrap the show up before I will. I guarantee it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Okay, we'll see.
But this next piece coming from John Schneider, which, by the way, I talked to John the other day. He lets me call him John. But he actually responded to one of my comments. I don't know if it was him or one of his PR people or whatever. But anyway, here is
Real quick though, before you play it, I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep interjecting. Preliminal said, "Oh no, don't upset Fizzy," and it got me thinking. You know what? She really is probably like, you know how like in like the kung fu movies, there's that one like Asian woman that sits at the table in the far dark corner of the restaurant. Nobody really ever gets a good look at her. Or she's really the one that calls all the shots and puts out the hits on people and can have your channel deleted or whatever. You know, that's I maybe Fizzy is that person. Like she really is the Don, the Teflon Don, the one, that can make you an offer you can't refuse, so to speak.
Oh, yeah. Hey, let me tell you, don't mess with the fish. She is one tough chick. I'm telling you that right now. No,
That's what I mean. Yeah, you cross her and your days are numbered, so to speak. Yeah.
You're right. No, you don't cross the boss or you turn into applesauce,
Yep. Facts. You're speaking facts, my friend.
I know. The only reason I went on there really is to talk to Scott, and then he left. And I was like, well, shit, I don't want to be on here now.
You're so funny.
All
right. You do have another one you want to play, you said? Oh, and don't forget, we got this other thing we got to talk about.
What other thing?
The thing I had you save the link for earlier today.
Oh, that thing. I thought you were talking about that one thing. But yeah, we got to talk about that other thing.
Okay.
All right. But let me share this thing.
All right. We'll share that thing. So here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Yeah, I wonder how many times Lothar did say that on tonight's show.
I don't know. You said it a couple times too. I noticed. It was so hard to get a word edgewise. I just let it slide instead of pointing it out each time.
Yeah, Dan tends to talk a lot. You got to sort of like talk over him.
I think he might have already left. He hasn't responded to anything that we've said since he said
he's holding it all back. He's saving the big one for last,
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So here we go. Here's another Schneider moment. He's got his tongue out here. That's unsettling. I'm going to go ahead and hit the play button.
So,
we can't see it, right?
getting ready for the DVDs of Stan.
What do you mean you can't see it?
You're not share screening, sir.
Oh, man. I'm totally sorry about that. Let's see here. Okay. I am now. There you go. Can you see him?
Yes, I see it now.
All right, cool.
On it to come here to the store, which won't be till Friday. And I've been watching the news. I've been on the news, been talking with different folks.
Newsmax.
And here's what I think is going on. Me personally, I think. And of course, there are going to be people who disagree with everything I say. And that's okay. Because we live in a constitutional republic. Right? So, here's my concern. My concern is that the left is working kind of a smokescreen, not delivering any news that is contrary. And by the way, that's the difference between Newsmax and MSNBC, is that Newsmax actually will deliver news that is contrary to what their mission statement is, or what their own beliefs is. Anyway, here's my concern. My concern is that someone is right. Okay, someone is right. Either I'm right, and my friends or folks who feel the way I feel are right, and Donald Trump has this in the bag, and the what we are now calling the Socialist Democrat Party have fallen into it. And he will be the president for the next 4 years, and all will be great. Everything will be wonderful. Capitalism will rule, and people will be fine. Our Second Amendment rights will be unscathed. Or the other side is right. I mean, somebody's right. Somebody will be right. But the fact is, we don't know yet, because there is a thing called litigation. Okay, so like it or not, this race has not been called. Simple. But someone will win, okay? I know, someone will win. And we both feel our candidate will win. The difference is you feel your candidate, other people feel their candidates are already won. And we kind of feel that same way too, okay? So we're really not that different in that regard. But my concern is that without realizing that, without having any notion through MSNBC and CBS and ABC and NBC and all the mainstream media, without having any concept that there's another perspective out there, if I'm right and President Trump wins the next 4 years, the media is setting the opposition up to do what we've already seen, only worse. I mean, we've seen the it's not mostly peaceful. I mean, even you can't agree that it's been mostly peaceful. It's been terrible. People have worked for years to build businesses that have been destroyed by mostly peaceful protests in a matter of minutes. That's not America. So my concern is that if I'm right, and of course I believe I'm right, and of course you believe you're right, but if I'm right, then the media is setting you up to go absolutely hog wild, to go crazy, and to do exorbitant amounts of damage, especially in these swing states. So I'm asking, and we know, I mean, come on, we know that when, so far I've seen when it appears that my side is losing, we don't burn things down. We don't break things. We get vocal. You know, we start saying things like I'm saying right now. But when the other side feels like it's not going their way, and I don't think it's even your fault. I think you're being played by the media. So in the event that I'm right, please try to contain yourselves and go over and watch some other kind of information. Watch Newsmax. Read some things. Now, in the event that you are right, my promise is I will not be violent. I absolutely will not be violent. I'll be disappointed, and I will think that the election has been stolen, but so will you. That's exactly what you're going to think. So again, we're not that different. But I'm going to say it for the third time. The media, I think, is playing your emotions to try to cause insurrection.
You know what? I think he's making a pretty good point there. This is something I felt all along. You know, I feel like we're really not that different when it comes down to brass tacks. It's just like he said, they're being played and they don't even realize they're being played. They're just like all smug and with their solid conventions that everything is right. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I mean, most of the people, most of the time, living like your average everyday life, getting up, going to work, getting the kids off to school, putting in your 8 to 10 hours every day, coming home, making sure they're fed, watching a half hour of sitcom and maybe the 11 o'clock news, and that's your world. That's it's very what you see is what you get. It's and you don't doubt the information being brought to you, like what you hear on the radio on your drive into work, and what you're going to get on your local 12 news and or a CNN or a ABC or CBS. You're going to accept that as the truth. But what you don't know is that there's a whole other side of the story that you're being left unaware of. They don't even know that there are people out there who don't even know that Donald Trump has actually got lawyers in all these different states contesting the election with multiple signs affidavits of fraud and corruption and all this different. They don't even know it's happening. They just think it's Donald Trump sitting in the White House, with a with his binky in his mouth, not wanting to let go of the chair and leave. I mean, they really do think it's something totally different than what it really is. And so you can't really blame a person for being misinformed if they don't even know there's a whole other side of the story. And you can't just walk up and try to explain it all to them, because it'll sound like German to them. They won't even understand the words coming out of your mouth. It'll be like you're speaking a totally different language. What do you mean fraudulent election? It said on the radio that it was the most secure election we've ever had.
Right. Yeah.
There's nothing fraudulent happening. What do you mean there's court cases? I haven't heard of any of these court cases. But yeah, they're really happening every day. And so you can't really blame somebody for not knowing, not even being aware of the fact that it is what it is. And what it just seems like, what the worst thing about it all, really, I'm sorry, is that it seems like it's just becoming more and more blatant. I mean, there's two sides to the tale of everything, and we see it. Most of the people that are in our chat room probably see it, and we're talking to each other, preaching to the choir. But there might be that one person that stumbles in or stumbles on every day to the fact that, hey, I'm not in Kansas anymore, So I think every day more and more people are slowly waking up, and they're putting themselves so far out there and so far egregiously different than what is really happening. People are starting to wake up and realize that I can't trust them. I can't trust the news anymore. I can't trust that my vote even counts anymore. I can't trust that China doesn't own the United States anymore.
I don't.
But,
Who was thinking that, by the way?
yeah, I know, right?
China owns the United States? No. Okay, more of him. Just a little bit. Just for a little bit.
In the event that what happened in 2016 happens again, consider that. I know a bunch of you, or some of you, are going to call me an idiot and all kinds of things, but that's okay, because that is your right. I know how I think. I know how I feel. By the way, folks, you want to rent Stand on It, and I recommend you do. It's a great movie. If you love Smokey and the Bandit, you'll.
Okay, I'm not gonna let him pitch his thing.
Oh, he's not going to tell us to go to the drive-in, support the local drive-in this time?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. I'm saying it now. I wonder if I have to pay Lotar every time I say here's the thing.
Well, it looks like Dan popped back in chat. Whether he's been here the whole time or not, I'm not sure. But if you wanted to thank him again, just to be for good measure, you could do so. Or make fun of him again, whichever you prefer.
I'm trying to read. Yeah, I'm trying to read some. Mystery Fried is in here. He's talking.
Yeah, he made the comment talking about earlier when I said about Fizzy Pop being the like the Godfather.
Yeah.
He said Fizzy behind that really cute demeanor is just a vicious deviant that sits there and just pets her cat, her mandanimal cat, while planning your demise. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, you think it's just a cute little cat, but it ain't.
No, it's cute and fuzzy on the outside, but well, don't let it get its claws out.
But no, I gotta say, man, let me call out this. You know, I know we've only been on here for like an hour 35 minutes.
Only. It's been a terrific hour and 30 something minutes. Yeah.
But
you want to do a shout out?
It's 2 a.m. from where I'm standing, my good
All
friend.
right.
So let's give this room a good shout out, and then we'll get on with your stuff.
Well, I mean, you were one who actually brought it to my attention. I
did.
Yeah, you're the one who put the link in there.
I'll be damned.
I just reminded you to do it right then, so we wouldn't have to look for it later. Remember?
Oh, that's right. I remember the thing that I sent you. The thing when I had the thing to send you. That's right.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Go ahead.
I don't have it. You have it. You were going to do a shout out.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
We had such a great show going too, and then here we go. Now we're dropping the ball.
I'm going to go all the way up to the beginning here. We have Michael Fontaine in the house.
Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
We have Eddie Sleestack McKean. What the hell? It looks like he's got a fish face.
I know, right? Yeah. Do we have to do all the variants, or can we just call him, Eddie Von King, the real one? I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know, but he does have a wrench. I do know that much.
Well, and he does take the time to come up with all these clever things, so we should go ahead and acknowledge him. All right, go ahead.
Go-Kart Bob in the house. That Hebrew from Eternia guy, that silly, wacky guy that everyone loves to hate.
Yeah, I've heard of him. Stay away from him at all costs.
Let's see here. Zooming down here. Man, Eddie said a lot of stuff. Abstract was here earlier.
Yes, welcome, Abstract.
Let's see. Carla Red Pill was here earlier, but she said she had to go.
She's always on the go. She's a mover and a shaker.
I fixed my salt shaker earlier. Preliminal. I said it right that time. You see what I did there?
Good enough for me, that's for sure.
Scarab Performance scrubbling in here. Wait, no. What noise the Beatles make?
I don't know. Scuttlebug?
Yeah, Scuttlebug. There you go. My good friend and yours, Mystery Fried.
Yeah, it's good to see Mystery Fried. I remember when he used to be here almost every show, but I'm just glad he made it for tonight's.
Sporting his usual jack-o'-lantern self. And that's all we have here for right now. We do have some lurkers. I'd like to wish them all a happy birthday and hope that they're all well and not getting any kind of disease or sickness or illness or they're not being fired. That would be cool if they weren't. Okay, that's the shout out. I don't know why I said all that extra crap, but I thought it was funny.
All right, well, go ahead and if you don't mind, bring up get the link ready. I need to mute up for about 1 minute. I'll be right back. I need 1 minute. Just 1 minute.
Give him 1 minute. He just needs 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Just give him 1 minute. And I'm going to look up the link. I don't remember having the link. Where did I put it at? Did I put it in here?
I think you shared it in our Hangouts, like our personal one.
Ah. Whoa. Shit. Oh. Why did I do that? Okay. Cindy Powell, Lynn Wood, and Cindy Powell, Batman and Laura Croft. That was your thing, I think you sent me. I don't think it's in here, dude. And then Shifty Sunday? Oh, yeah. Shifty Sunday, boys. Shifty Sunday. All right. I'll have him read this one when he gets back. My reading voice is shot. It's shot all to hell. You hear my voice? It's really shot. I can't hardly talk. But I can do. Hold on. Let me see if I can do a deep voice. I'm going to try a deep voice, everybody. Hold on. Hey, everybody. I love playing the guitar. No, that sucked. I don't even know what that was. Whew. Man, I think I have to refresh in my drink as well. What the hell just happened? Saji disappeared. Oh, man. I'm here by myself, y'all. His phone dropped off the face of the earth, and he's the one that's going to be reading in this article. Oh, there he is. Thank God. Thank God for Saji. Wait. Why does it keep going to the dude thing? Hide. Okay. I got to go back in here because I got to pop him back in. There you go, my friend. Can you read any of this?
Yeah, I should be able to read it.
This is what's happening. Okay, let me set it up for you.
Yeah, go right on ahead.
We have been witnessing these. I know I'm not going to read it right. These monoliths have been appearing in several different areas. I mean, one appeared in California, one appeared in Utah, and I believe one appeared in Romania, I do believe.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying there. I heard about the first one when it happened, and I didn't really get to look into it. Like we didn't have a show yet or anything where we could how we do in-depth analysis on Shifty Sunday. This is something I've been wanting to look into. So when you mentioned this article earlier, I told you make sure you save it right then and there so we could talk about it tonight on our show. I've been biting my tongue all night. I was all I could do not to mention it on Dan's show is how much I wanted to talk about it, but I wanted to save it for, since it was something I knew we were planning on talking about. I bit my tongue and I kept it to myself, and then I had to sit through all that John Schneider, and now we're finally here.
Yeah, you had to sit through the good old boy. But no, let me say, man, this is really weird. It's really bizarre.
It is.
I got to tell you, dude, these things popping up, they remind me sort of like something that they're popping up as though they're going to send a signal to a different planet or something. It's like, I don't know. The other one, and the other one's going to beam off of that one, and then the other one's kind of Go ahead.
It's just I'm getting echo.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you doing it now?
Let me see. No.
Huh.
All right. Whatever you did, you corrected it.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, it's like, okay, so the first one in and of itself was a strange enough anomaly when it happened. It just magically appears. I think the first one was in Utah or California. I'm not sure. And then for there to be a second one and then a third one. So let's go ahead and read the article. Let's find out more details because I don't want to jump to any conclusions so I know a little bit more.
Here's the thing, man. This is so weird that they're popping up everywhere. It kind of reminds me of Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull,
Yeah, or maybe Transformer movie or something. Yeah.
Like, what are these things for? What are they going to add up to? I think it's more like a secret code or like a secret alien thing. I don't know. Just go with it, man. Just go.
Well, go back up. There was bullet points. We missed some key bullet points up there.
We did?
Yeah, right here. Okay. Let's see. The picture there in the photograph is a metal monolith found atop Pine Mountain in California on Wednesday. All right, let's look at the one found on the mountain. Let's go back up and see the picture.
I can't. Wait, no, I can. I can. Hold on. All right. But let me.
So this is
my drink real quick.
okay. All right, go ahead.
Yep.
So that's the metal one there that showed up on Pine Mountain in California. All right. You don't look too sinister, all on his own, standing there, vertically illuminating. All right. We'll wait till Hebrew comes back here. But if has anybody in chat heard anything about this? I mean, there's been some, even mainstream news is talking about it a little bit. Like they're fitting it into like their back page 30-second segment right after the weather and whatever happened locally. Oh my gosh. All right, I hear him. He's coming back. Well, just one more minute. He just needs just one minute.
Okay.
Don't forget the sugar.
I forgot about that, but I am sorry. All right, let's scroll down here. Scroll down and go to town, as my best friend would say sometimes on his channel.
Charlie Brown. All right. So, a mysterious metal monolith was found atop a hill in Astacarado, California on Wednesday. All right.
I'm with you.
This metal slab matches two others found in Romania and Utah in the past 2 weeks. How does somebody in Romania have anything to do with somebody in Utah? I don't know. The monolith's origins are uncertain. The Romanian monolith appeared Friday, the same day its Utah twin disappeared. So one could make the case that it blipped. it blipped from Utah to Romania. Either that or it got on a jet and flew there in one day. I mean, I guess that's possible.
Hold on a second, man. I'm reading this. Squirrely. From John Snyder to Elliot, just a good old probe. Never meant no harm. Ramming in your butt since the day you were born.
Now I know that was Scarab that would have typed that.
Oh yeah, and I had to sing it, you know. Yeah.
So, he talks about probes often, but
yeah. Yeah. Well.
All right. So Utah state officials discovered the first monolith on November 18th, but Google Earth Maps indicate the structure was erected sometime between August 2015 and October 2016. Now, tell me that's not strange, Mandela, maybe, huh?
You know it, you know. Armor's the one that coined the phrase Mandela maybe, so.
We got to give credit where credit is due, but those are some pretty precarious dates, my friend.
Yeah, I would say precarious. Indeed.
Yes, indeed. So you can visit Insiders and page for more stories. Okay, good. Thanks for telling us. All right, let's see right here. It says metal. Hold on. Metal Monolith Mania. Metal Monolith Mania. It sounds like a rock band from the 90s, doesn't it?
I was just getting ready to say it sounds like a rock concert, like Metal Mania, like Woodstock or something, but with metal.
And like the host is like Sergeant Slaughter or something, but I digress.
Right.
All right. Now a third. Has swept the world in the past 2 weeks, and now a third metal slab has appeared atop Pine Mountain in the Atascadero, California, which is the one we were just looking at while you were getting your tea there, sir. And hikers stumbled across the 10-foot tall stainless steel monolith on Wednesday morning. It's almost an exact match to the two other metal monoliths that were discovered in Utah and Romania in the past 2 weeks. According to the local outlet Atascadero News, the California monolith was three-sided, just like the one in Utah, but unlike the one in the Utah desert, excuse me, this 200-pound structure was firmly attached to the ground and could be knocked over with a firm punch. So I wonder who went up and punched it just to see it knock over.
Rocky Balboa.
Probably. Well, just scroll back up. I missed something there.
I'm watching this. Okay. Sorry.
Not that far. Okay, that's good enough. All right. It's unclear where this new monolith came from and when it was put up, but the local hiker, well, you got to trust the local hiker. The name like with Ray Johnson, I mean, he sounds like a trustworthy individual. He told the Atascadero News the structure wasn't there Tuesday. So you got that, and there's that. And in triple monoliths. All right. And
all this sucker is.
Yeah.
Who's gonna go up and punch that?
I don't know.
Besides,
it kind of reminds. If it was a little more reflective, it's like where you try on sunglasses at the mall. You know.
Yeah. Man, I'll tell you what. This is weird. This is like. So it's not a man-made structure.
Well, they're not saying that we haven't came to that conclusion yet. It's just odd that they're appearing and disappearing in these remote locations.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the other one to have been there since 2015 and 16, that creates the whole Mandela factor possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Is there more to read? Is there more?
Yes, there is. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right.
You're not getting out of it that easily.
Well, no, I want more information. So, okay. Utah state officials discovered the monolith November 18th while combing the desert south of Moab. I always like saying Moab. For
Moab.
bighorn sheep. The structure mysteriously vanished 9 days later. The same day, November 27th, the Romanian news outlet Ziar Piatra, I think I said that right.
Sounds right.
Niemer reported another monolith appeared atop Barcos Doma Hill in northeastern city of Piatra Neant. Okay. The Romanian monolith, which was covered in interconnected circles, lasted only 4 days before it disappeared Tuesday. The next day, hikers found the California monolith. It gets stranger and stranger. Insider examined Google Earth data and found the Utah monolith first appeared sometime between August 2015 and October 2016. You know how that works. You go back and you can backdate Google Earth images, and it tells you when it last updated. That's how they're coming up with that theory. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Okay. So equivalent satellite imagery to establish whether the Romanian and California monoliths were around before their recent discovery was not available. All right. Hold on a second. All right. So mysterious origins. There was no obvious indication of who erected these monoliths. Utah state officials poked fun at the idea that aliens left behind the structure. It is illegal to install structures or art without authorization on federally managed public lands. No matter what planet you're from. You hear that, kiddo?
You
All
know
right.
what?
What?
I think Dan needs a new mirror to look at before he goes on air. He said he's going to steal one of these. If they put it in Texas, he's stealing it from his co-dead hands.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is definitely right up Dan's alley. He likes these kind of things. I mean, I know I've seen him cover on his channel the like he talks about the one at the Pentagon and refers to them as phallic structures, you know.
Well, this one isn't exactly phallic. It looks more like a Kit Kat bar without its boyfriend.
Oh, okay. I can see that. All right. So really, I mean, I read all of that and I know very little more than what I knew when I read the actual headline, except for specific dates. Is there more to read?
Well, it just says mysterious origins. There was no obvious indication of who erected the.
See, erected. Phallic, erected.
You're right. It is very phallic. These monoliths.
I already read this part. Let's scroll down. I
Did
can't
you?
see. Yeah.
You read all that already?
Yeah.
Man, you're so good, man.
There's a side by side. See, the one on the right, it might just be the lighting, looks kind of dark, like gray or almost black.
Yeah.
Where the one on the left looks like it's like reflective because it turns to the color that it's around. You see what I mean?
That one that's out there in the desert, you mean?
Yeah, the one on the left looks like
Yeah.
in the desert. I'm assuming that's Utah. And then the one on the right, I remember being, that was the one in California. I'm pretty sure. Let's see what it says underneath here. The monoliths discovered in Utah left and Romania. So that's Romania on the right.
Well, here's the thing.
All right, here's the thing.
No, I'm saying it. The one there on the right, there's some cloud cover. You know what I'm saying? So it's not as clear and as bright as it is in the desert. So the one on the left, which is obviously like a desert terrain, is going to be a lot brighter. They're probably about the same amount of brightness, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a sense for how identical they are. So if it could physically be the same structure getting packed up and moved around or blipping to new locations, or, if the same alien spaceship is dropping it here that dropped one there. I don't know. You see what I'm trying to go with that?
If you look at the one on the right, you can see more scratches and dents than the one on the left.
Yeah, I know. I was definitely going to try to see if I could get Dan, the one on the right, out of scratch and dent sale. Let's see here. All right, let's find out more. We need more information. Need input. All three seem akin to the giant slab from an iconic scene in Stanley Kubrick's 1968 film 2001, A Space Odyssey, not to be confused with A Space Oddity. Yeah, I can see the connection there. Do you know what the connection, right? You've seen the movie, haven't you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, I've seen all the spoofs of the movie. Like, I've seen parts of the movie without actually seeing the movie all the way through.
Okay. All right. The origin and subsequent disappearance of both monoliths remain a mystery, though a leading theory reported by the New York Times suggests the Utah structure is a work by U.S. artist John McCracken. But McCracken, yeah, released the McCracken. He died in 2011 now.
Oh man. No.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I think that this is something we need to continue to keep an eye on, and hopefully we'll figure out what's the cause of all this. I can see how somebody might come up with a theory that it's the aliens trying to tell us something.
He prefers the gender neutral Kit Kat. Yeah, well, I don't know. I said boyfriend because none of them have a distinctive like sex organ. So I don't know. Uh,
You know, when I eat a
hey,
Kit Kat, I don't have a male or female preference.
you know what? I think they're both female because they don't have nuts.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. That's what we used to say when we'd ask for a Hershey bar. Like, cause you know how some of them have the nuts and some don't.
Almonds, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
and we
Mounds
go,
and what's the other one? Almond Joy.
no, I was talking about like the Hershey candy bar, just like the regular candy bar. There's one with nuts and one without.
Right.
And we used to say, I want a Hershey bar. And they go, male or female? Well, I want a female Hershey bar, man.
Okay.
So
That
that
would
would,
be weird.
yeah.
Yeah, asking for a male Hershey bar, I guess, but
No, that's the way we used to do it, you know.
gotcha.
But who knows?
So, what's your best theory on this whole monolith thing, based on what we know so far?
Well, I done told you, son.
What's that? Refresh my memory.
I think aliens left it here, and they're using them as markers to where they're going to land their spacecraft.
Okay, that's a good theory. I think that maybe with that 2015 October 15 to August 2016 is when it first appeared on Google Earth. I think that puts it in the whole multiverse or Mandela realm for me as a possible connection. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to speculate too much, but I hope. I hope that it's not the end of the story. I hope that they continue to appear and
Yeah.
we can make some sense out of all of it. Maybe there's a hidden message somewhere in all of that.
Yeah, this would make for a good movie. Like a good, yeah.
I mean, I wish I could had the money where I could travel and go physically see these things. But with my luck, by the time I got to Romania, it just disappeared an hour ago.
Well, you know how you solve that problem?
How's that?
Travel by map.
Explain. I don't understand.
Well, haven't you ever seen the Indiana Jones movies where they go?
Oh yeah, where it just shows him the dotted line and he's there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there you go. You don't have to fly or get on a boat or nothing. You're a dotted line going across country, man.
Okay, I never thought of it like that. Next time I contact Expedia, I'm going to be like, no, I don't want to book a flight. I want to travel by map.
Yeah. There you go, man. That's how you do it, man.
All right.
No, that was a term I believe the Muppets coined.
Okay.
Let's travel by map, man. But no, we've had a wonderful audience here tonight. And Scare Performance again, one more time before we close the show. I'd like to thank you for having us on. That was an awesome broadcast. And congratulations, man. Congratulations for making your StreamYard money. And my children will have to go to bed hungry tonight, but
No, it was really an honor to be on there with you, Dan, and I hope that we made a good enough impression that someday you'll invite us back. It's a big deal for us because we're aspiring YouTube streamers like yourself. So yeah, it was. We really do appreciate the kind gesture of letting us in your China room. Hopefully, Hebrew didn't break anything. That's really all I got.
That's really all you have?
Well, not really, but that's all. I do want to thank everybody else too for their love and support from the birthday celebration. I really am sorry that I wasn't able to be there. And I really appreciate you, Hebrew. Like I said, as much as I enjoyed going on there, it was much better when you showed up too. Just saying.
Well, I don't know about that, man. You did really good. You did really good on your own, and I use the Quantum Leap, watching Quantum Leap as an excuse not to come on, to sort of let you give you a moment to shine. You know what I mean? I wanted you to be in the shine box.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I wasn't trying to figure out what was going on with you because I couldn't believe you didn't want to jump in on it right away, but I
Nah.
appreciate that.
Plus, I was trying to play it cool. You know, I'm like, Scarab, who's he? You know?
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah.
He's just a friend, man. He's nobody famous, just a friend.
Yep. He puts on his pants 3 legs at a time, just like everybody else does.
That's right. Yeah. 3 legs. 3 legs. That could mean something totally different. You know that, right? That could just.
Hey, take it how you want to take it. I'm just here for the monoliths, man.
The monoliths. You know, I don't think they use rivets. Did they use rivets? Was there rivets in those?
You know, the article didn't mention rivets one way or the other, but I didn't notice any through the blurry images that they shared with us.
There was one image. I was actually going to use it for the show, but I used Noble's Noble SD. You know him?
It seems like I've heard of him once or twice.
Yeah.
You know, he's my second favorite Canadian, by the way.
Oh, that's the one you were mentioning. Because you said Lotar's your third favorite.
Yes.
Now, we just got to figure out which one your first is.
Well, I will divulge that at a later time.
You know who my first favorite Canadian is?
Well, Jean-Luc Picard.
He's not Canadian. He's French.
Well, same difference.
Oh, well, no. Actually, no, he's British, I think.
But, well, that's totally different. Never mind.
But no, actually, you're close, though. It's William Shatner.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's Canadian.
All right.
So.
Well, I'll officially let it be known that it's not Drake. Just saying.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Yeah. I'm glad you're admitting that at least.
Yeah.
Most people won't. But let's close the show.
Okay.
Guys, I appreciate everybody for coming on here. I thank you for sticking with us so late. It's the wee hours in the morning, and I know you all have to get to bed and wake up and start your day and all that good stuff. So I'll let you go. I'll let you do that. And Saji, I know you're gonna leave here and then you're gonna watch one of your favorite radio shows and fall asleep, right?
Well, no, not really, because it already we aired at the same time it did.
So okay.
I sacrificed my High Council roundtable for this evening.
Man, you're sacrificing a lot here tonight.
Well, it was all worth it. I had a great time being here with you, and I had a great time doing Dan's show as well. So I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Well, there's a couple things I might trade it for, but that's beside the point. I'm glad that we did it.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Everybody go over to his show and watch it on Freaky Friday. He's all paid up now, so you might as well use every cent of your hard-earned money to watch his show.
Yeah, maybe we should try a fundraiser someday for your StreamYard ventures. Something to think about.
Something to think about. Something. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I would. I don't know. I would get maybe a month's worth, I guess. Maybe.
Hey, we could do one every 3 weeks and get that next month paid for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Not listen to Taco Tuesday tonight. They're going to be asking us for money again.
Right. Get on the air. Oh, by the way, you got any spare change? We got to pay for our broadcast, you know.
I think it's just one of those things where you gotta earn the, what is it? You got to get to a certain amount of subscribers before you can monetize your channel anyway. And then once you're monetized, then it just kind of comes with having paid those dues to get there, right? I mean, that's what it's all about, right? You got to pay the dues, man. We just ain't paid enough dues yet.
No, we ain't paid our dues. Hey, but you know what, man?
What's that?
We can. I mean, I could have a GoFundMe type deal.
Yeah, anybody could do that. Yeah, that's true. We could. We'll figure it out. Let's put a bow on this baby and call it a night.
Let's call the night and don't start a fight, and don't forget to write.
All right. Good night.
Good night, everybody. That does it for Thinking Thursday. This is Hebro77, Sagittarically speaking, and Skeletor saying good night, everybody. Well, that does it for tonight's show. It's been real, and it's been fun. And yes, it's even been real fun. But as all good things do, they must end. But remember, there will always be another show. Well, at least I hope there'll be another show. As long as my internet keeps going and I'm still alive, I guess there'll be another show. But anyway, until next time, remember that snakes don't always bite. But when they do bite, oh, brother, it really hurts. So long, everybody. I'm going to have to test that theory to see if snakes. Hey, do you like this music? When they bite. It's just completely free. Oh, yeah. Dig that jam. No, you can't have a pony. See ya.